Hello, welcome back to my studio. Today I wanted to talk about how I'm preparing for my exhibition at the end of May, not long to go now, and what display options I'm considering, and maybe that will give you one or two ideas as well. A lot of my pieces are textiles, and the traditional way of hanging a quilt, let me show you on this piece here, is you put a hanging sleeve. So you attach fabric and you make sure that there's enough room for a rod to go through, and then you can hang it like that. Particularly with bigger quilts, that's a good option. But not everybody is going to like that, I think. And for this piece, which you might have seen me working on this, I'll do another video where I know it looks finished, but I want to add some other pieces as well. But this is pretty much how I'm going to display it, but with some extra bits as well. And I'm either going to put the hanging sleeves on, or I might put Velcro. And I've been looking to see other ways of displaying it, and I found these box frames. Now this one doesn't actually have a back, and I quite like that because I actually really like the back of the quilt, because you can see the stitching in a sort of monochrome way, and I always make the backs quite neat as well. So I just thought that was quite a good way of, I can attach it at each corner, so it will be ready to hang on the wall should I be lucky enough for anybody to buy any of these, but you can also see the back. The other option is to put a piece of board on the back and make it more substantial. But so that's two ways I'm going to display these. I think I'll put little bits of Velcro on the back here, and that will stick on there. And then if anybody wants one with a frame, I could say get back to me and I'll frame it for you. So that's one option that I'm doing. I've got this design wall here, which is just a piece of foam insulation with fabric over it. And let me show you on this side. I've got a large one on here, so that will be a good display area, and this is a mixture of pieces that are finished, pieces that I'm planning on finishing, and pieces that haven't got anything to do with the exhibition, just because I like them in this rather pretty fabric. So I can just pin things to this board, or again I can use the Velcro method. That's still to be considered. And then over here I've got just a sort of regular display board here, so I can pin things to that. This is a video that's going to come soon where I'm doing the same jelly printing that I did on my panels, like this one. See, I'm trying to create the same sort of effect, and then I'm going to layer some large flower pieces over the top. So that's a work in progress. But I've got that board there that I can pin things to. And then I had this idea, I was brainstorming with my sister-in-law, shout out to Kim, who gave me lots of good ideas. We were sort of messaging backwards and forwards. And she said, because they're textiles, they could hang from things. They don't have to actually be secured to a wall. And she said, what about one of those old sort of washing stands, a clothes horse type thing? And I remembered I'd actually made this one to display at something else for my ribbons. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make, this is just hanging on the back of the door, but it's freestanding. I'm going to make two more of these, and then it's just roof batten, stained, screwed together, so it's pretty easy to make. And I will hinge them together, so it will be like a tall clothes horse, because the problem with the regular clothes horse is that the eye level is going to be too low. You know, you don't want to have your pieces hanging there. So that's a freestanding item that I think I can use, and I'm going to put that in my living room. So I'll take you through and show you my living room now. And I just thought I'd show you on the way to the living room. Hello Ellie, I've got to decide how Ellie is going to feature as well. This is our dining room cum study, and we've got quite a big table, and it can actually extend and be a larger table. So I thought on here I'd have cards. I'm going to get some cards printed and any other sort of, I hate that word merchandise, but anything. I might do some mugs, might do something like that. And I'm going to have a visitor's book here and have the sales point here as well, which I'm just doing with an app and a little card reader with my phone. So that's going to, and I am thinking, I mean, we've got these lovely, these are Michael Morgan pictures, an artist from Devon that we both really like. I might take those down to put some of my pieces. I have got a few framed things, so I might do that as well. And that's the plan for this room. So the plan is in here is to, I'm going to have that freestanding clothes horse that I showed you from the studio. I've also got an idea to hang some string or rope or cord from these beams, and then I could hang quilts in between them. That's still to be thought through. And yes, I'll have my screen. I've also got in my garage where I sometimes do photography, I've got a photographer's stand, which is just sort of bars with a cross piece. So that could be perhaps in front of the TV and I could hang things from that. I've also got an old wooden step ladder that a friend was chucking out, and I said, oh, I'll have it to put some plants on. Haven't done anything with it. It's quite a tall one, so I thought, would it be that good for plants? But I think it'd actually be really nice. I'm going to sand it down, paint it, and then I've got quite a lot of small pieces or even cards that I could prop on that. So I think that would be quite a good display thing. And then I don't know if you can just see in shot, there's a beam this end as well. So I could do the same thing. This is a piece that I made specifically for this room, which I might leave up, or I might replace it with something, because I want to keep that. I might replace it with something that I'm offering in the exhibition. But yes, so this end I can hang things from this beam as well. So that's kind of roughly what I'm planning. In my head it works, and I'll have to see nearer the time how it's going to work in practice. My exhibition's only going to be open 3 days with a private view the evening before. So although it's going to be quite a lot of disruption for my husband and my dog, it shouldn't be too bad. We are thinking, I mean, she looks like a lovely passive dog now because she's had quite a long walk. And I know she looks like a lovely passive, middle-aged, docile dog. But Ellie can be a bit of a pain when we have visitors. She's quite a barky dog, and also whenever we have people round she tries to get up on the furniture and is a bit of a pain. So we are thinking of taking her to family members or friends, because it's only for 3 days. So we'll go take her up and then pick her up in the evening. But when she's like this, she's lovely. She's like a lovely floppy old jama case. Oh, you. And I thought I'd just briefly show you the garden, because it's starting to look really pretty with this blanket of forget-me-nots. And this is a quince tree, and that will be blooming now. I mean, obviously this is all going to be over by the time of the exhibition, but there should be lots of things in flower then. At least that's what I'm hoping. And I might do, when there's a bit more out, I might do a sort of short spring tour, early spring tour of the garden, and show you what should be out by the time of the exhibition. At the moment there's just lots of preparations. Let me pan round so you can see. He's come out to sit in the sun. So there's my cutting garden over there, which has got quite a lot of bulbs in at the moment, and I've got biennials coming on, and I've planted quite a lot of autumn sown annuals. Oh, my battery just died on me, so this is a little bit later. Yeah, I just want to say that there should be some more colour in the cutting garden. I'm just about to rig up string on that frame at the end where my sweet peas are going to go, and I have had them flowering by the end of May before, so I hope they'll be out as well. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me for the next video.